You didn't click this by accident. You were brought here, pulled by a power greater than you can comprehend. Something inside you has been stirring, quietly, like a whisper from heaven that says, "This is not the end, this is the beginning of everything I promise you." And deep down, even in your exhaustion, you know it. You're not the same anymore. Your energy is shifting. The people, the places, the things that once defined you, they don't fit you anymore, do they? That's because your soul is expanding beyond the limits this world tried to force on you. Listen closely, this very moment, while you sit there wondering if things will ever change, heaven is already in motion. God is not silent. He's strategic. You thought he was ignoring you, but he was setting up a shift so massive that if he revealed it all at once, it would have overwhelmed you. So he hid you. He silenced the noise. He stripped away the distractions. Because before he elevates, he isolates. Before he reveals, he removes. And now is your divine moment. The moment when everything invisible starts moving in your favor. The shift isn't coming, it's already happening. Right now, in the unseen realm, angels are aligning your path. Your name is being spoken in places you've never been. Doors you didn't knock on are about to open. And all God is asking from you is not to miss it. Don't sleep on yourself. Don't go back to what broke you. Don't numb your calling with comfort. Because this moment, this very second, your spiritual frequency is realigning. Your soul is remembering who you are. Not broken. Not forgotten. Not rejected. Chosen. Protected. Elevated. God is shifting your energy, and that's why everything around you feels unfamiliar. It's not chaos. It's transformation. You're shedding the old. And the enemy is terrified. That's why the attacks increased. That's why the silence got louder. But heaven isn't worried, because you've already crossed over. You just don't see it yet. So stay here. Breathe. Listen. Let your soul receive this truth. This is the moment I shift it all, saith the Lord. And nothing will ever be the same again. Something inside you just shifted, not yesterday, not last month, but right now. It wasn't loud, it didn't come with fireworks, but your soul knows it. You're not resonating with the old version of you anymore. The things that once made you feel seen, now feel small. The conversations you used to enjoy, now sound empty. The people you used to chase, now feel like distractions. That's not depression, that's evolution. God is slowly peeling back the layers of who the world told you to be, and revealing who He created you to become. That sudden discomfort you feel in rooms you used to fit in? That's confirmation. That random restlessness? That deep desire to escape your routine, to break patterns, to isolate and breathe? That's your divine frequency changing. Your spirit is upgrading before your circumstances do, and that's the most supernatural thing about this journey. Nobody else may see it, but something inside you knows. I'm not who I was yesterday, and I'm definitely not going back. You've cried in silence too long, faked too many smiles, prayed through too many storms. And now, your energy carries a weight that demands alignment. God isn't shifting things to punish you. He's doing it to protect you from settling too small. He's removing what can't survive the next version of your purpose. That's why you're not connecting with old energies anymore, because you've spiritually outgrown them. Even your thoughts feel different. Your mind isn't craving noise, it's craving peace. Your soul isn't chasing validation, it's craving divine presence. And you may not understand it fully yet, but the shift you're feeling is sacred. You're being moved into position for something that your eyes can't yet see, but your heart already feels. It's not anxiety, it's anticipation. It's not confusion, it's realignment. It's not loss, it's clearing. And the people who misread your silence will never understand your surrender. Because you didn't just shift your mindset, your spirit was shifted by heaven itself. And God says, "The moment you stopped begging for what I never meant for you, was the moment I began opening doors you didn't even know existed." You are not here to survive anymore. You are here to rise. And though the shift felt like an earthquake inside your heart, what's coming will bring the kind of peace you've been silently praying for. Stay grounded. Stay clear. Don't ignore this alignment, because this is not a phase. This is your divine becoming. You're not tired because you're weak. You're tired because you've been strong for too long. You've been carrying battles no one sees, praying through nights that felt endless, and smiling in rooms where your spirit was breaking. But what if I told you that exhaustion wasn't just emotional, it was divine? God didn't let you collapse. He allowed the weight so you'd finally surrender. Not to the pain, but to the process. That heaviness you've been feeling? It's not burnout, it's breakthrough knocking. Every tear you cried in silence was counted. Every time you kept going when quitting felt easier, heaven recorded it. And now, that deep, unexplained fatigue? That was the final stretch of your old season dying. You see, before God shifts your external world, He breaks what's internal, the false identities, the people-pleasing, the survival mode. He had to exhaust your old patterns so you'd stop returning to them. That's why nothing made sense. That's why you felt lost. But here's the truth, you were never lost, you were being led. Through fire. Through silence. Through stillness. And now you're standing at the edge of something sacred. God is saying, that tiredness was proof you outgrew where you were. And I'm about to place you where your soul can finally breathe. So don't mistake the pain for punishment. It was preparation. And don't let your tired spirit make permanent decisions, because what's coming will revive everything you thought was dead inside you. You cried over what left, but heaven rejoiced, because God removed it to protect the version of you that's emerging. What felt like rejection was divine redirection. What felt like loss was actually mercy. You begged God to restore certain people, relationships, or situations, but He stayed silent, not because He didn't hear you, but because He loved you too much to let you settle. Every exit, every closed door, every unanswered prayer was a gift in disguise. You didn't lose it, it lost access to you. Your energy shifted. Your purpose expanded. And not everything or everyone is built to go where you're being sent. You may still think about who walked away, but God says, I removed them not to hurt you, but to heal you. The attachment had to break so the anointing could flow. You had to stop shrinking to be understood. You had to stop chasing what was draining you. And yes, it hurt. But look at you now, freer, lighter, closer to your real self. Sometimes God subtracts to multiply. Sometimes He clears the space before the overflow. And the very thing you thought you couldn't live without, you're now breathing easier without it. That's not coincidence. That's divine alignment. So wipe your tears, chosen one. What left you couldn't carry your light. It couldn't honor your calling. And God is not cruel, He's strategic. What He removes, He replaces with glory. Trust the loss. It was sacred. And what's coming will never need to be forced to stay. The shift you've been praying for, it's not on the way. It's already here. Quiet. Subtle. Divine. And if you're still enough, you can feel it. The way your spirit doesn't react like it used to. The way your heart doesn't chase what once consumed you. The way your soul is craving silence over noise, depth over attention, purpose over popularity. That's not a phase, that's transformation. Your spiritual energy has been upgraded by heaven, and everything connected to the old version of you is now falling off. Not because you're losing, but because God is aligning. People are being removed. Habits are collapsing. Doors are closing, but only to make room for what truly matches your calling. This is not chaos, it's cleansing. Not delay, preparation. The things that used to break you can't touch you anymore. Why? Because you're not operating from the same frequency. God didn't just shift your circumstances, He shifted you. And now your presence carries a weight the enemy can't manipulate. Your yes to God silenced entire storms. Your surrender made space for supernatural acceleration. What would have taken years will now unfold in days, not because of hustle, but because of alignment. So stand still. Don't panic. Don't chase. Just align. God says, this is your crossing over season. From confusion to clarity. From survival to purpose. From hiding to rising. You don't need to force anything. Your energy will attract what's anointed for you now. And everything that was sent to delay you is being dismantled as you listen. This is the moment God shifted your energy. And from here on, nothing will remain the same. If this message touched your heart, and you feel led to support this divine work, you can now sow a small seed by buying me a coffee. Every little bit goes into creating more spiritual content, reaching more souls, and spreading God's light in this dark world. This isn't about money, it's about mission. And if your spirit feels aligned, the link is in the pinned comment and also in the About section of this channel. Thank you for being part of this journey. Your support means more than words can say. Stay blessed, stay chosen, and never forget, you're part of something greater than yourself.